Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Yambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Yambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanan mrityurmukshiyamamrutat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Yambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam.
Sahana vavatu sahano bhunaktu sahaviyam karavavahai tejasvi navadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shant, Shant, Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Good evening. విషయంలో చాలా కష్టపడి వచ్చారు. కష్టే ఫలి. When you work hard, you will get the fruit result. Yes. Please see page number 73. The first quote in the page. Unselfishness is more paying, only people have not the patience to practice it. It is more paying from the point of view of health also. Love, truth, and unselfishness are not merely moral figures of speech, but they form our highest ideal because in them lies such a manifestation of power. Unselfishness is more paying, only people have not the patience to practice it. To become successful in life, to protect our own interest, we think that we need to compete with other people and we need to become selfish. Otherwise, survival is difficult in this age. We believe and we think so. మనం స్వార్థపరుడుగా ఉండకపోతే ఈ ప్రపంచంలో బ్రతకడం కష్టం అని కంక్లూజన్స్కి వచ్చాం. బట్ వాట్ స్వామీజీ ఈజ్ సేయింగ్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ రియల్. You will have real survival, you will have glory, and you will attain great heights in life only when you become unselfish. Only through unselfishness you will attain to your true glory. All our scriptures say that, all our sages have said that, all our philosophers have said that. But Swami is saying here, but we expect quick results. That's the reason we want to grab everything. Self, I and mine, I and mine. Mujhe chahiye, mujhe chahiye. Okay? Mera, mine, my, mera, my, mera. Give up that habit and wait. Practice unselfishness. You will have your fruit, you will have your reward, you will have your gift in the end. It is more paying even from the point of view of health also. If you want to keep good physical and mental health, you need to practice little unselfishness. Sure. A good number of people are today are psychologically disturbed. If you just go to the subconscious mind of the individuals, he or she, you would find them to be extremely self-centered. Okay? మానసిక సమస్యలు చాలా వస్తున్నాయి ఈ రోజుల్లో. దాని రూట్ కాదంటే వెళ్ళి చూస్తే మనకేం కనబడుతుందంటే invariably you will find the individual to be extremely selfish. So to keep you in good physical and mental health, Swamiji says, you need to practice this unselfishness. You may ask me, Swamiji, how can we practice unselfishness? How can we help the society? When we ourselves are in need of help, we have not actually, you know, settled in our lives. We are not God's job yet. We are still dependent on our parents. When I say help, show unselfishness, help the society, feel for others, you need not help the society, through material things, distribution of food, distribution of clothes, distribution of books, providing, giving money. Okay, that's also help. But there is a greater way. How much we can help this world? You just tell me. What is our capacity? We ourselves are too tiny and too small, right? World is too big. So much of suffering is there in the world. How much we can help? Even a person like Vivekananda, he wept out of his helplessness. One day he was weeping in his room, dead of the night, midnight, like a small child. There was another Swami next to his room. He got disturbed because of these wails of Swami Vivekananda. So he got up, he opened his door and came out and knocked at Swamiji's door. Then he asked him, why are you weeping? Are you not well? Okay. Then Swami Vivekananda said, I am praying to Gurudev, that means Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. I am asking him to remove the ignorance of the people, to remove the poverty of the people. Because Swamiji saw the ignorance and poverty all across the world, because he had traveled across the length and breadth of this country and also traveled to the West. Seeing the suffering in the world, Swamiji felt so helpless. So out of his helplessness, he was praying to the divine. Okay, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, you help them, you assuage their grief, you redress their sorry state of affairs, sorry plight. వాళ్ళ దుఃఖాన్ని కొంచెం ఉపశమింపజేయమని చెప్పి తన గురుదేవులు ప్రార్థన చేశాడు ఆయన. ప్రపంచం అంతా తిరిగి జ్ఞానబోధ చేసి తర్వాత ఈ ఫెల్ట్ హెల్ప్లెస్. నా శక్తి సరిపోవట్లేదు ప్రపంచంలో దుఃఖాన్ని తొలగించడానికి. The power, the intellectual power and the spiritual power that I have, I find utterly insufficient, okay, to alleviate the suffering of these many millions and millions of people in the world. So he asked his Gurudev, he was weeping like a small child. How tender his heart was, how soft. All great people are like that only. Their hearts will be so soft, they will be touched by the misery of others. మిగతా వాళ్ళ దుఃఖం వాళ్ళకి చాలా బాధ కలిగిస్తుంది. But Swamiji elsewhere says that we cannot really help the world. We can only help ourselves. How? By helping others, we can truly help ourselves. When you say that I help the world, I help the society, it is blasphemy according to Vivekananda. Why? World is created by God. Who can help the world? Only God can help, because He is the creator. But if any human being says that I help the world, I have given this much of money, I have practiced this much of charity, okay, you cannot really help anybody in the world. The best way to help yourself is to help others. The best way to make yourself happy is to make others happy. Okay, every day you just say this little prayer, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all be happy in the world. Every day. This little practice, so much of strength you will get. Swami Vivekananda says expansion is life, contraction is death. When you're praying for others, you're expanding your consciousness. More strength, more energy will come into your system, into your instrument. But we go to temples, we go to churches, we go to masjids. Okay, what we do? We pray for ourselves. We undertake long pilgrimages. Okay, So many pilgrimage places we visit. For what? To pray to God. What we do there? What kind of prayers we say? Okay, for our own benefit. May I get good job. Okay, may I get more money. May I get this. May I get that. At least our immediate family members we pray for, right? మన కోసం మనం ప్రార్థన చేస్తాం, లేకపోతే మన కుటుంబ సభ్యుల కోసం ప్రార్థన చేస్తాం. హ్యావ్ వి ఎవర్ ప్రేడ్ ఫర్ ద వెల్ఫేర్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎంటైర్ మ్యాన్ కైండ్? మనవాడంతా ఒక కుటుంబంగా భావించి అందరి కోసం మనం ఎప్పుడైనా ప్రార్థన చేశాము? ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఈజీ. ఇఫ్ యూ సే సచ్ ప్రే ఎవ్రీ డే దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ హెల్ప్ ద సొసైటీ లైక్ నో బడీ ఎల్స్, అంతకన్నా ప్రపంచాన్ని మనం చేయగలిగే సహాయం లేదు. ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ ప్రే ఫర్ ద ఎంటైర్ మ్యాన్ కైండ్ ఎవ్రీ డే బిఫోర్ గోయింగ్ టు బెడ్, జస్ట్ యూ సే లోకా సమస్త సుఖినో భవంతు. యూ జస్ట్ సే, బట్ ద ప్రేయర్ మస్ట్ కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద బాటమ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ హార్ట్, నాట్ జస్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ లిప్స్. పెదాల నుంచి కాకుండా హృదయపు లోతుల నుంచి ప్రార్థన రావాలి. That will come only when you're touched by the suffering in the world. We may not have that much of suffering now, but you just see around how much of suffering is there. You just go to any major hospital, how much of suffering, how many diseases people are suffering. And if you'll be touched. So what you can do, how much money you can give. By giving money, how many people we will be able to actually help really? How much money we have for that? So it's not just the money, okay? If you pray to the divine, we can invoke the blessings of the Lord upon all these suffering people. And it is actually God who will come to their rescue, because you have said that most unselfish prayer. నిస్వార్థంగా మీరు ప్రార్థించారు కాబట్టి మీ ప్రార్థనకి భగవంతుడు రెస్పాండ్ అవి మిగతా వాళ్ళకి దుఃఖాన్ని తగ్గిస్తాడు. కెన్ వీ డూ దిస్? ఇది చేయొచ్చు కదా మనం. బట్ అల్టిమేట్లీ అగైన్ రిమెంబర్, ఇట్ ఈస్ టు హెల్ప్ అవర్ సెల్స్ ఓన్లీ. అవర్ కాన్షియస్నెస్ విల్ expand. We will come closer to God. More power, more energy will come into our system. This much we can do. This much we can say. This is how we can purify ourselves. This is how actually we can gain access to the latent spiritual powers and dormant spiritual powers that are within us. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice evening.